Citizen, take a seat. Got your helmet on tight and your boots on your feet. First things first, let's power up the ship. Don't you worry now, I'll give you the tip. Just follow the groove, you'll be alright. Flying through the stars, shining so bright. It's a step-by-step ride, easy and slow. You're a natural pilot, now watch yourself go. Let's talk quantum, a jump through the space. Set your destination, keep up with the pace. Spool the driver, feel that gentle hum. Navigating the cosmos has never been more fun. Just follow the groove, you'll be alright. Flying through the stars, shining so bright. It's a step-by-step ride, easy and slow. You're a natural pilot, now watch yourself go. Now let's talk quantum, a jump through the space. Set your destination, keep up with the pace. Spool the driver, feel that gentle hum. Navigating the cosmos has never been more fun. Just follow the groove, you'll be alright. Flying through the stars, shining so bright. It's a step-by-step ride, easy and slow. You're a natural pilot, now watch yourself go. Now let's talk quantum, a jump through the space. Set your destination, keep up with the pace. Spool the driver, feel that gentle hum. Navigating the cosmos has never been more fun. Just follow the groove, you'll be alright. Flying through the stars, shining so bright. It's a step-by-step ride, easy and slow. You're a natural pilot, now watch yourself go. Now let's talk quantum, a jump through the space. Set your destination, keep up with the pace. Spool the driver, feel that gentle hum. Navigating the cosmos has never been more fun. Just follow the groove, you'll be alright. Flying through the stars, shining so bright. It's a step-by-step ride, easy and slow. You're a natural pilot, now watch yourself go. Now let's talk quantum, a jump through the space. Set your destination, keep up with the pace. Spool the driver, feel that Now let's talk quantum, a jump through the space. Set your destination, keep up with the pace. Spool the driver, feel that gentle hum. Navigating the cosmos has never been more fun. Just follow the groove, you'll be alright. Flying through the stars, shining so bright. It's a step-by-step ride, easy and slow. You're a natural pilot, now watch yourself go. Watch yourself go. let's talk quantum. A jump through the space, set your destination, keep up with the pace. Spool the driver, feel that gentle hum. Navigating the cosmos has never been more fun. Just follow the groove, you'll be alright. Flying through the stars, shining so bright. It's a step-by-step ride, easy and slow. You're a natural pilot, now watch yourself go. Watch yourself go. Easy as now. Now let's talk quantum. Jump through the space, set your destination, keep up with the pace. Spool the driver, feel that gentle hum. Navigating the cosmos has never been more fun. Just follow the groove, you'll be alright. Flying through the stars, shining so bright. It's a step-by-step ride, easy and slow. You're a natural pilot, now watch yourself go. Watch yourself go. Now let's talk quantum. A jump through the space, set your destination, keep up with the pace. Spool the driver, feel that gentle hum. Navigating the cosmos has never been more fun. Just follow the groove, you'll be alright. Flying through the stars, shining so bright. It's a step-by-step ride, easy and slow. You're a natural pilot, now watch yourself go. Watch yourself go. Now let's talk quantum. A jump through the space, set your destination, keep up with the pace. Spool the driver, feel that gentle hum. Navigating the cosmos has never been more fun. Just follow the groove, you'll be alright. Flying through the stars, shining so bright. It's a step-by-step ride, easy and slow. You're a natural pilot, now watch yourself go. Watch yourself go. New citizen, take a seat. Got your helmet on tight and your boots on your feet.
Hello everybody, my name is Mormon631. Welcome to the stream. Now you'll notice that Villain and Maddie don't have cams right now, and that's just because we didn't have time to do a cam check before the stream. So if you bear with me for one moment, I'm going to get those set up. Say hello, blank faces that aren't on the screen yet.
Hello, blank face number one. How was your week, Maddie? Let's start there while he's doing there.
I have been doing a lot more on the game development side of things. I've just been messing a lot with lighting and global illumination and the Unreal Engine. It's been pretty fun. I have some videos and pictures, but I'll probably save that for next week and get it all like sorted into like a little slideshow / video.
All right. Oops, I went to the
week
lobby
for you.
screen by mistake. All right. Right, the cams are now working again. Huzzah. Victory. So we usually do kind of a weekly update for each other, see how we've been. Maddie has some good news. He has recently been employed as El Jefe?
El Jefe, yeah.
Yeah.
It's official
It is,
title, yes.
yeah.
So he's going to be able to boss people around. It'd be great.
No.
He's gonna create a secret underground developer in the back of a gas station as well, aren't you? You're gonna be like, okay, it's break time. While you're on your break, please do some coding.
Fine and tune my game.
But yeah, so that's Maddie's good news.
How was your week, Mormon?
I have been taking some early finishes at work, so better. I got a little nap after work, like the old man I am. What about you, Villain? Don't say busy. Don't say busy.
How did do it. How did you know? This is like my outside of box kind of week. Yeah.
Okay, let me phrase it a different way. What was the highlight of the week? What did you enjoy?
End of work today.
The end of work. Wow. You need a new job, man. Like, desperately.
I'm trying.
Desperately.
I'm trying to do here. Oh man, I just like sometimes you've got a bad week, and that was a bad week. You know how it goes.
I
Fair
told
enough.
him to learn game development and come join me.
Oh, I spoke to him about that. He's even more against game development than he is against regular development.
We'll create the video games, nice and simple. You have simple ideas.
Join Maddie on the dark side.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So this week's podcast is focusing on the fauna of the verse, which in itself could be viewed as quite a boring subject, but we're really going to go quite deep into it, explore the different types of creatures that you're going to encounter, going to kind of theory craft a little bit on what that might be like, gameplay, the types of scenarios that we'd like to see. So we'd really like other people's input as well, like based on other games involving animals, even like Monster Hunter and things like that. Just show us kind of what you want to see. Share with us that, and we'll obviously bring that into the conversation. Show us your face.
First game popped into my head was a Slime Rancher.
But we're going to start off with the updates. Oh, sorry.
I played that one.
I was just saying, he played that one? I saw that one before. I never actually tried it.
I played a little bit, but it was like I don't know, it's one of those kind of thing you want to play and you kind of turn off your thinking and you just like run around and enjoy yourself.
Cozy game.
Yeah. I've decided from now on my background will be podcast appropriate. I've got my friend Tony sitting behind me. He's a nice guy. All right, we're going to start with the updates. Now, this week's SCL updates are not amazing. They're not like groundbreaking. So we're just going to try and get through them quickly. If there's anything we want to point out, we'll stop to discuss it a little bit, but we'll mainly focus on the main topic for today. So it was the audio team, which are important, but the subject in itself is not overly...
Not exciting, but
important. It's important, not exciting.
Yeah.
Just talks about the pew-pews, and the shooms, and the way the engine sounds and stuff like that.
Yeah. They said that their main focus is to take the ships as they are and designed and give them almost like their own character. So that you
personality,
you could be sitting somewhere not looking in the direction of the ships that are flying by, and you could know per ship what ship they are and what brand. Like, you might expect a Drake ship to have more of a rattle to the engine, as if it's been cobbled together, whereas Origin is nice, like a clean vroom sound. What were you going to say, Villain? Sorry.
I'm just saying, like, having a signature like sound per ship might be a little bit ambitious. Having it per maybe manufacturer, it's kind of, I think it's more realistic. That's how I see it.
I think the per manufacturer, they may have like a base group of sounds that they use to create the engines, but they will need to individualize the sounds at least a little bit, because larger ships with larger engines will objectively sound different than smaller ships. So they will need to do that anyway. Like, it is ambitious, it's going to take time, but they have to do it. Otherwise, you're going to have a Cutlass, like a Buccaneer, and the Kraken sounding exactly the same just because they're the same brand. It wouldn't work.
Yeah. Why? Exactly the same.
No, like, I think in the directions they want to go is they'll start like with the manufacturer, find the unique sound that that manufacturer's engines make, and then fine tune it to like how much. Like, for instance, I'll use Drake, and the Clippers is a great example. That has a very unique sound when it comes to the Drake ships. The way it starts up, the way the engine makes noise, the little clanks. Like, there's this. It's like someone's got a wrench and they're just hitting it against the metal, ping, 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 the whole entire time you're in it when the engine first kicks on. And it's a unique sounding ship, and I like the way it works. It sounds like it's breaking when you're flying it, but it has that uniqueness to it. And
you don't want that to happen in your Kraken.
Yeah, I feel like they're gonna refine that and give it like those metal clanks and sounds, but it'll sound like more heavy, and I feel like they'll give it way more personality in that aspect. But yeah, I feel like your pretty ships will sound
clean,
very
crisp.
whooshy.
Yeah.
You know what I would be the best thing for me if they fix the bags, the sound bags, when you like get stuck in Perseus and there's like you just hear the same voice over and over. I
haven't heard that a lot in a long time. I have noticed that in the Perseus, when you're yawing in the ship, it has the turret sound. You know, the click, 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 click. So that needs to be fixed. It's like, as far as I'm aware, the Perseus isn't attached to anything. Right, let's get through these notes. We don't want to focus too much on this. So we've covered a little bit about these ones already. They have done about 10 ships already in terms of treating the sound on those ships, and they are going to go back and treat the rest of the ships. With realism, eventually their aim is to get the realistic sounds or lack of sounds in space and have the sounds be purely vibration. And that'll be a mode that you can toggle on and off. But for the most part, what they want to focus on right now is the cinematic experience, the impact of sound from day to day within Star Citizen. There's also the atmospheric sound as well. As you go from ground to space, how it might change. Because you don't want, like they said, they don't want wind in space, for example. They got sonic booms, which they showed us in 2023, I think. They're still working on that.
Yeah, boom, boom.
The Infinite Sounds. A new Origin ship is coming within the next 3 months, which may explain the recent and quite random Origin ship sale that went on. I don't know if you guys saw that, but it was a couple of days.
No.
And it came out of nowhere. That didn't really seem to have any rhyme or reason behind it. Which is strange because the 600i needs a rework, and they were selling at full price. Which is
not big fan of Origin
choice.
ships.
I know you're not.
So I'm not really super excited about it. To be fair, I like one. I like the 400i. I think it looks
400i
cool.
is clean.
Yes.
Yeah.
The coolest one.
That is the
And
kind
the
of
rest
ship
of
that
them,
I
yeah.
would take out and just fly in. Not doing any missions, just for the experience of flying through. Maybe do some exploration with friends. Just,
I think
go for a hike.
Maelstrom.
they
When Maelstrom
could just
comes online. Oh, go ahead.
fix
Dylan.
one thing. They need one of the turret on the back. I think should be moved to the roof kind of thing, so you have got better angles on shooting the remote one. But that's pretty much it.
Yeah, fair enough. Ship horns. I don't want to see ship horns. I'm gonna be honest. It would be a bit comical, and this isn't really a game for comedy. The only comedy you should see in this game is the bugs. For now. Ship weapon or audio is being reworked, and every manufacturer and ideally every ship will have a distinct sound, giving him like a real identity, which I think is a great move and a great ambition to have. It is ambitious, and if they can do it, it'll be amazing. What I think they should do is for the majority of ships within a brand, they have a base sound that they work off. and then they adjust it based on the ship to give it an identity within the brand. Because that will make it a bit easier in terms. Then obviously, audio is audio engineering is probably way more complex than that. I do not claim to be an audio engineer, but something along those lines might make it a bit more streamlined, keep them different enough, but identifiable by brand. Origin ships are whoosh, and Drakes are very clanky, and maybe Aegis, they've got a bit of a boom to them, like.
Sounds like your old console on its last legs.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just going to fly my PS4. One moment.
Yeah.
Right. And then a quick update on inventory rework. Now, this picture I have blanked out because I think it was a raw image, which we cannot show on here. So we
I
cannot
don't
show
think you're
this.
showing anything. You do realize that, right?
Aha.
Yeah. You have not.
I knew
You're
that.
showing our logo.
Haha. So this one here. This is the inventory rework and the crafting. They're both set to tentative, so they may or may not come in March. We don't know.
You can show those pictures. It is on the CIG website.
Not the one on the right. It's not.
No, I think that's a leak.
Yeah, the one on the
The
right
one
is a
on the-
leak. The one on the right is
player
definitely.
inventory?
The one on the right
Yeah.
is definitely a leak. So I can't show that one. Hey Jinx, how's it going? No, we've just been going through the updates. We're going to move on to the main subject now.
But it's on Robert Space Industries under Spectrum on the roadmap roundup this week.
I'm still not going to show it, just in case.
Yeah. I'm hoping when it comes to 4.7, the next week they're gonna start putting in Wave 1, maybe.
Yeah.
That's my hope.
Hopefully.
For it.
They need to work out some kinks, to be honest. And Jinx, we are going to be talking about animals today. Cute, big, and small. Basically, at the moment, we only really have 3 main animals. Four main animals in the game. 2 of which are very situation specific, so you don't really encounter them.
5.
5? What's the 5th one?
Yeah, the bird.
Marek,
the
yes, 5.
Oh.
Yeah, 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. I forgot about the Marek. It's because they're just not noticeable. They don't have any bearing on the gameplay at all. The last time I saw Marek was like a year ago.
Just fly into you just smack into your window up. Just flying back.
Exactly. So what we're going to start with is just kind of look at the announced and known animals in the verse. Actually, I need to get a picture of the Ormandy up, but we can get that off Google. So we'll go through them and see what's there. So we've got the first one here, which is the boreal stalker, or the polar bear with big teeth, basically. Or Tony.
Winnie the Pooh, yes.
Yeah.
Kind of.
This one is one of the predators in the game that people have been waiting for a long time. We've been waiting for animals for a long time in general, but this one specifically. And it's kind of one of the carrots that CIG has occasionally dangled as well when they've been talking about animals and never quite put it in.
Looking forward to this one.
Yeah? Why are you looking forward to this one?
Because I'm trying to figure out how to put it on my ship and then release it in Microtech. New garbage.
Release the stalker. That means something else in real life.
The biggest holdback for the stalker was the fur tech. And I feel like now that they got it with the little space in their name, the cows.
Yeah.
Grazers, yes. The quasi-grazers, yeah. Now that they got the fur tech all over them and different types, especially when you saw the snow types that had white hair, I feel like we'll end up seeing that later on.
I think with this one, it comes to more the issue how they're gonna because it needs to be quite changing to 2 feet, kind of like a bear, and I think that's kind of the biggest thing they've got to deal with.
Yeah,
how they're gonna be moving.
You're right there.
It is going to pose a bit of a challenge for that, I think. But there's also some great reward opportunities. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But just looking at the design, you can see
kind
of what gameplay you might encounter, rewards, things like that. So definitely one of the more interesting animals. And then we have this one. Now, what I've noticed about some of these that they're going to probably have to change the law on a little bit is a lot of them are restricted to planets that we're not going to see for years. So this one's called the Camposi Magnus, of which I knew nothing about. However, I do have the information here. The Camposi Magnus was a tusked aquatic animal that inhabited Campos or Ellis 4 until roughly 500,000 SCY ago. Don't know what SCY means. Camposi was an omnivorous apex predator with a dense, solid, compact skeleton adapted for the high gravity, high pressure environment of Campos's deep oceans. Though the exact cause of its extinction is unknown, it's hypothesized from fossil records that an underwater volcanic eruption may have triggered an extinction event and disrupted the Camposi's food chain. The Governor's Council of LS4 chose to name its planet Campos after the Camposi Magnus upon receiving recognition from the UEE Senate in 2562. So this was an extinct animal, but that lends itself to exploration gameplay like you've spoken about in the past, Villain, of extinct alien races and ruins and things like that. So it could definitely come into that. Or maybe a collectible that you can get from outposts and rich tycoons' settlements or whatever, where they store their artifacts. But I think it's interesting to include extinct species. That's cool. I like that.
Or they maybe, I don't know, they could have done the gameplay wise. It's not really extinct. Maybe there's 5 of them on the planet somewhere you can find.
Yeah.
And sell them to Wickle or something as a collectible.
It could be part of a conservation mission chain.
Yeah.
Where maybe you're trying to conserve a type of animal and you accidentally encounter one of the last surviving Camposis. What were you going to say, Maddie?
And then you shoot them.
Then you shoot them.
Well, that's what I was going to lead to. Yeah, it'll probably be like a collection mission. Bring this rare extinct animal to this location. Then Villain does it, kills them all.
Yeah. All right. So that one's extinct technically, but it could appear in the game. We don't know. And then we got Leyland's tortoise. Just a tortoise.
I think I still have my tortoise.
I think that you can find them
critter.
in the game already. I don't think they really move or anything.
No, there's a model one that you can find in the station, but I don't think there are any living ones. I do remember CIG added that snail-looking thing in the caves, and they were like, "We added an animal," and it was just a ball with legs that didn't move.
Oh,
and the entire player base is just like.
I feel like they put googly eyes on it.
They did. They had some legs that popped out and some teeny little eyes, and that was their idea of adding an animal into the game. That was the first animal. It was a rock with legs. I think they should develop that a bit further so they can unfold and crawl. That would be cool. Yeah, but we don't really need to work on this. We have them on Earth. I think we're all familiar with the common tortoise. Let's move on
it's
to the next
Blastoise.
one.
Yeah, we all know. Yeah.
Blastoise. Yeah.
Yeah.
Put that in the game. So we have the Matok Yai, which sounds like the Sontok Yai, which is probably based on this. That's actually pretty cool. Didn't notice that before.
It looks kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks a little bit maybe Vanduli as well. I don't might be the same planet.
Yeah, it's from Xi or Real A5, so it looks like he's on a moon. It could be Xi'an from the Xi'an planets.
Yeah,
so,
Empire, yeah.
But what I like about these designs is they're not just for the rule of cool. You can see that they're designed either a predator or as a prey animal. All the angles and kind of frills, they're all very angular, very jutty, and you can tell just by looking at this, almost ready to rip you to pieces.
This one looks kind of maybe I don't know. This thing's on the sides. Are the wings? Can this thing glide?
Yeah,
those are wings. So they retract into its arm, and then when it comes out, it tracks out, and it's more like a glide instead of like a fly. I think these things glide.
It's Spyro's angry cousin. We found him, guys.
These things tackle you. You know, I hope they figure out that mechanic. You know, because I wish that the Copion would do that. They run up to you, tackle you to the ground, and then like you gotta like press some buttons to wrestle them off, or they're gonna like eat your face.
Well,
These things can like really tackle you or pick you up.
Yeah. Well, this is one of the difficulties with an MMO having realistic interaction, because desync
Yep.
is a thing in any massively online game, and having to replicate a scenario hundreds of times across hundreds of client-side servers and such, it is going to be a challenge into itself. So that is a challenge, but I hope so too. I hope they're able to actually interact with the player avatar where you get locked into kind of a grapple and you have to kind of get away.
Just have like a big bird or something grabs you and just flies away.
That's what I'm saying. Picks you up and you're like, what? Wait, what's going on?
Oh my gosh!
Shoot it, please!
All right.
So funny.
So let's have a look here. We all know this one now, the sandworm. This is one of the animals that are currently in game. I actually watched the 2017 gameplay demonstration yesterday, and it was really interesting to watch. I don't know if you've seen that, Maddie. The really famous sandworm trailer.
Project.
Yeah.
Idle Total Waymaker. Sorry, we've got people in YouTube as well.
Oh, really? Hey there, how's it going? I didn't see that. Oh, yeah. Hello, sir. We're talking about animals today. We've just moved on to the Valacar, but we're going to be exploring kind of gameplay regarding animals in Star Citizen and how we want it to be, what we think CIG are going to do. So we're just going to start off by looking at some of the animals. Do you play Star Citizen, Wayne Carr? We're looking at the sandworm at the moment. We're just talking about the trailer in 2017. It brought Maddie into the game. And if there ever was a carrot on a stick that CIG have used, this is the jumbo carrot, because the Valacar became a meme in the game.
It's in the game, technically, right?
It's in the game now, and it is a very static kind of set piece rather than this dynamic encounter in the wild. But they've brought it in finally.
Yeah, for now, hopefully with their improvements that they've done to it, with the way that it might move underground, we start seeing that in game. That'd be very interesting.
See, this is what I'm thinking. Is that not what's kind of stopping them, because they're trying to do that instead of adding additional models and stuff like that? Is that what they're focusing on on Valacar, trying to release it into the wild kind of thing?
Yeah, that's that. The original plan was to have it appear at Hathor when you broke open the hole, which, yes, still would have been a very situational occurrence of the Valacar and not really in the wild, but it was definitely something that would have been a lot more interesting than what they have now. I'm not saying that the Lazarus sites aren't interesting, they are, but it's just like another thing in your way where all gameplay becomes a necessity. I mean, you're not going to take on a Valacar with a railgun by yourself, really, are you? But they just couldn't get it.
I can try.
You know what? I'll sit on a mountain with some popcorn and I'll watch.
I'll sit there with you with the beer.
Wow. Wow.
Run, run, you can go. He is so dead. He's gone.
No, villain, that way. Go that way.
I didn't open my beer yet, and he's dead already.
That's not a case. That's its mouth. Yeah. So the plan was to have it come into Hathor, but the transverse movement was an issue. I think.
I'm hoping they actually still gonna add it in. Maybe not like 100% spawn rate, but like because of like the vibration when they detect, and if it's like in 50 kilometers out, it start moving in. Yeah, that would be cool.
It would be good to have maybe the Hathor facilities are built near a couple of known Apex Valacar locations. And they roam those locations, and if they're near enough at the time you fire the laser, it attracts them, and they come in, and it kind of adds that complication.
6
I
of
would
them
think
just
like
comes up.
Six?
So
Oh my
funny.
Well, yeah,
What
you
were you
could.
going
You
to
could
say,
have the
man?
apex and then the adults.
No,
It
no,
would make
6
it-
apex. What are you talking about?
Oh, 6
Oh.
apex? No, I'm gone.
That's something I
Yeah.
feel very strongly about the adults is they've made them so weak. Like me and Villain were playing yesterday. We were in one of the ASD facilities, and the adult Valacar popped up, and we just went pew, and just went straight back
dead.
down.
Yeah, just
Instantly
take 'em head
died.
on.
They really need to make them much harder to kill, a much bigger obstacle than they are.
It's the stationary thing. That's what makes them so easy. I feel like if they moved
All that,
around-
but it's definitely the health pool. Because I'm not even kidding,
Yeah,
Maddie.
that's
It was
true.
like 5 bullets per person, and that was
No,
it. It was dead.
I totally agree with you. That too, like their health is way too low when it comes to that. Like the apex takes you almost an hour with 3 people to kill it, and then
Yeah.
the adults like take you 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Like the scale there doesn't match up. I feel like things like Stark Attack and instance leveling will like help with those things and allowing them to move around to where it's not like weighing down the system, and you could have a bunch of worms moving around in a bunch of areas. Because like you said, it could be in like event places like Hawthorne, or like it could be hot zone areas in like a cluster on a planet where like when you get there, like you get into like an instance level, and
Yeah.
now there's like worms roaming around, but it's like a huge vast area on the planet.
Yeah. I like how you make your names up for your own names up for places. It makes me, it tickles me.
I do.
Yeah.
Whatever rolls off easy.
So on to a much more interesting animal, the banded fessel from Terra 3. It's a fish.
Mhm.
It's a fish. I do
That is
like
a
the
fish
fact they
thing.
have made more mundane animals, because they are going to have pets in the game, and they've already shown one instance of pets already with a copion
Yeah.
in the is it the fire rats, the flame rats, or whatever they're called. They have pet copions there.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about the
Um,
rat?
I'm just not super excited about the fish. The reason for it, you cannot land the ships on the water. You cannot swim. You can go
Yes.
Well,
underwater.
it has been confirmed
I
that
know, I
swimming
know,
is
I
in
know.
development right now. So
Yes.
So when
can
that
be
comes
excited
in,
for that.
then yes, then I'll be like more excited. But so for now, yeah.
the Ingi or the Yao Yao from Hyoten 3, a cute monkey thing. Who doesn't like a cute monkey thing? I mean,
Hmm.
you can see what kind of things you might loot off this, like the tail and the ears, maybe. This is one of those animals that are on a really obscure planet that we're probably not going to get for 5 years. So some of these animals I don't think we'll see, and it will be other ones. What?
I'm sorry. You just cracked me up every time you say it. Like, yeah, we're not getting this one for like ever.
What? The,
I mean,
Well,
you're not
it's-
wrong.
it's
You're not
true.
wrong.
It's true.
That's what it is. You're being
It's
so
either-
honest.
It's either they change the lore, they have an in-game story reason for the animal to be there, or we
Smugglers.
genuinely have to wait for the animal
Don't
to
worry.
be
2 years
feasibly
away.
in the
2
game.
years away.
So if they're going to keep it, they're going to keep the lore the same. There will be a wait. We'll have to wait for the animal. But it's a really cool design.
It comes from Lear 3, but it got smuggled into our systems. Hopefully
Yeah.
all these other ones get smuggled in too.
It reminds me a little bit
There's
of
a lot of
Yoda.
smugglers around. Sorry, what were you going to say, Villain?
It reminds me a little bit of Yoda with the ears.
Yoda. You need to rewatch Star Wars. I don't know what kind of Yoda
Hey,
you've
just
been
give-
looking at.
Give it a laser.
Let me just squint
So they
really
made a
hard.
little version of Yoda.
We're good.
And like a past.
Shoot me, you must not, for I am innocent and cute. All right, let's move on to the next one. We got the Thorshoe Grey from Terra 3. It's a crab or a lobster or a lobstab, whatever you want to call it, and it's classed as a semi-popular aquarium pet. Semi-popular, you know. Your friendship
a-
group
like
tolerates
a-
you, but sometimes you're a bit much.
I thought
Yeah,
more
Terra-
like a seafood restaurant kind of semi-popular.
Yeah.
Yeah. For the viewers to understand, Terra is like our solar system.
Capital. Yeah.
But in the future, yeah.
Well, there's a tension between Terra and Sol in Earth,
yeah.
between which one should be the capital, which is going to be a lot of the contention the Star Citizen is based around in the future. It hasn't quite got to that point yet in terms of the gameplay and the missions, but that's kind of where it's heading for 1.0. So we will see these just scuttling around beaches. Yay. All right. We've got a flat cat. There wasn't an image for this one, so I have provided one. It is a flat cat. We don't know anything about it. It's on Campos as well. Is that the same one as these? Yeah, the Campos in Magnus. There's flat cats.
Art style changed a lot.
Yeah. They got a bit lazy with this one. They were just like, it'll do. Why not? It'll be fine. Exactly. Right. So this we don't really know anything about. We can look at the animal description quickly.
Guessing it might be a cat.
Well, sometimes you call things certain things that aren't those things, so it might not be. A flat cat is a small carnivorous animal. Damn it. A flat cat is a small carnivorous animal indigenous to Campos LS4. Because it evolved on a high gravity world, the flat cat has a wide, my image might not be that far off, a wide squat body and stocky muscular legs. A social animal, it lives in groups of between 2 and 40 individuals in its natural habitat. During dawn and dusk, when they are most active, flat cats hunt together, sometimes taking down prey much larger than themselves. Their resemblance to the domestic cat endeared them to the people of the United Empire of Earth and sparked a trend for pet flat cats in the early 30th century SEY. That proved short-lived when their natural strength and tendency to scent mark surfaces showed that they were not suited for indoor living. However, the animal still has some enthusiasts, and there are multiple breeding programs on Campos dedicated to the creating of true domestic flat cat. So this is an animal that we could genuinely see because of the domesticated approach. There will be some Mike Tysons in the verse who want to own a flat cat. At the peril of their sofas and carpets. But that's cool. All right. Let's move on to this one. The Marek. It's a bird. It's a bird. And not a very interesting one. I don't know how you guys feel about it.
Flies. Flies around.
It flies. It flies, yeah.
We need birds like this.
Pterodactyl.
Bigger.
Maddie, something
Yes.
happens with your mic.
Oh.
Pterodactyl canting would be better. Like a big
Yes,
one.
no.
Dangerous.
Your mic's become very echoey. I don't know if you've unplugged it and another one's kicked in or not. The quasi-grazer, which is just the space cow. The interesting thing about these ones is they've been able to make variants to live in deserts, tundras, grasslands, and each one has kind of varying visual traits, which is nice.
I like this one. You just should be able to, like farm them and like breed them and stuff like that.
Yes, I think that's the intention, and also the intention is to have massive herds of them. But obviously, the tech isn't there to support that right now. And they are surprisingly dangerous if you don't have a gun, as we discovered on Tuesday.
Tuesday, yeah.
When we were doing Zero to Hero, had no money, and I needed to beat these cows up with my bare hands. And I got down to like 30% health. I am a cow beater. I beat those cows. Yeah. For those who missed that stream, we do have those on recorded for YouTube and on Twitch. So if you do want to have a look at that, you can always do that. Maybe I'll make a highlight of me beating up a cow. Why not? It was a long journey, but we got off the planet. We found an Apollo, and we made it. It was emotional.
Spoilers.
So the Vindle, which looks like a carp mated with an octopus. Maddie, is your mic working?
Still working on it.
He's working on it. Okay. So the Vindle looks like an octopus had a baby with a carp. Can't really describe it any other way. But it's an interesting design, I guess.
It's a fish again. That's...
Yeah, it's another fish. By the textures, it looks like it's one of these. It's quite small. It'd be in a tank. You won't really, you won't really be doing much with these. Okay. Move on to the next one.
Got back. Okay.
Copion. Indigenous to Null 5, but invasive on other worlds. So we have these in the game right now. They are serviceable.
Woo! Yeah.
I mean, do you disagree with that?
More.
Yeah.
Hard to say add anything else.
They were a cool addition.
Yes.
They were a cool addition, but the way they were implemented, or the way they have been implemented, is extremely limited. They do have packs that you can discover on the planet, and sometimes they'll react to you being there. But
those I don't really care. The ones only I kind of care if you go to like station or something, and on some of the station they've got like domesticated ones.
Yeah.
And if the server works well, they're actually quite fast, and they can take you down if you don't pay attention, that's the most exciting thing about them.
Yeah. I mean, they do a lot of damage for sure, but I just think they need more iteration just to make them more believable as a pack animal. Like maybe they need to make a variant that is, and when I say this, I know that in reality, the alpha scenario doesn't really happen. It's not a thing in wolf packs. I understand that. But maybe make a leader of the pack that's more dangerous.
Apex.
And like an Apex Copion that leads the pack. And you can base the pack movement on that one Copion and make it a bit easier to, have them coordinate with each other. Maybe that's what they've done. I'm not sure. But visually, they probably need to put one in.
Yeah, they do. I agree.
Midas fish. Now, this is the most interesting animal in the game. It is a fish. And as far as I'm aware, they live underwater.
More fish?
Yeah.
You got more fish?
More fish. This is another carrot. A CIG carrot that they like to dangle, which is the space whale. These are actually something that
never seen it, guys? It's in game. You never seen it?
Lies. He's a liar.
In game, man.
No.
No, there is a statue.
A statue. Yeah. You tickle it just in the right place. It's like, woo-hoo-hoo. Oh, damn! I've been discovered.
I think this one should be like the next thing they put in.
Oh yeah, it'll make Crusader vastly more interesting.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, what ship would you go whaling in? If you were going to pick a ship, what ship would it be, villain?
Just take the ironclad and just take it, open the thing, just falls down, and then track it back.
Yeah. Okay. No, that makes sense.
I think the reason they haven't put it in is because they know people are probably going to try to kill it all the time. I mean, one way you could do it, they only fly in armistice zones. But then people would try to like crash into them to kill them.
They do want monster hunting in the game.
Straight away.
I know they want monster hunting.
Yeah.
It's like, for right now, like...
To be honest, Maddie, I think they're going to have the materials that you want, obviously, on them. And depending on what kind of hunting you're doing, because there might be passive materials that you can get off them without killing them. And there may be more precious materials that you can only get if you kill them in a specific way. For example, they fly in the atmosphere of Crusader, and if you kill them, maybe the material that you need is actually contained in the air sacs that keep them afloat. And if you don't approach it in a specific way, with a specific, it's like a learned skill that you need to kind of practice, they'll fall in the atmosphere and you won't be able to get that material. So I think as long as they design the approach correctly, that won't be a problem. There won't be overkilling.
It would be cool if you need to jump on it and mine it with a geo, right? And then if you blow up one or two of the mineable things because you messed up, the whole thing goes down and you die.
Just imagine this whale like, why is this guy lasering me in the back? What the hell did I do to him?
What's going on back here?
I think a
Don't make me
geo
pull over.
on the back of a live animal is extremely ambitious as well. I don't know if that would be a good
It's gonna
idea.
be fine. It's gonna be fine, man. They're just gonna be very slow, so it's gonna be fine.
Yeah, but it may be having a ship capable of having the corpse fall into or on while people shoot it, and you kind of position yourself underneath and try and capture. That would be a really interesting gameplay loop, and actually feel like a real whaling experience, you know?
But they
I
are
really
very
hope they
big,
give it
man.
like a shockwave attack form, you know, to defend itself. Like it throws out the shockwave.
Yeah,
that can
maybe
hurt
like
your
it
ship.
empties all the air sacs really, really fast, creating a sonic boom, pushing your ships
Yeah.
away. And maybe for a period it falls and it kind of goes down really, really fast, refills its air sacs, and then kind of uses the momentum to get away, and you have to catch back up again. That'd be a really interesting gameplay loop.
Yeah.
You're going to have to keep an eye on what it's doing. This one's an interesting one. Probably the most interestingly
Kill it.
designed one.
Kill
Kill it with fire! So
With
it's
fire,
the-
yeah, fire.
The Xiphopod,
What?
or the blind oni crab, as you'll notice, it does not have eyes, just many, many teeth.
I gotta zoom
Why
in
you
on
just
this
not
one.
want to make it a pet?
It's nightmare fuel.
Dylan, if you bring this back to the base, it will die.
Why? Why?
It's not. You better
No,
leave it on
I'll
your
be
ship.
feeding it. I'll walk it.
You
it's
better
gonna be
leave it on your
fine.
ship.
So Xiphopods are found naturally on Layer 1 in hot to warm grassy climates at or near sea level. In their native environments, they spend their time hunting, scavenging for food, and resting. Xiphopods spend part of their year in groups, then split off and travel hundreds of kilometers to join other groups during mating season. Chicka wow wow. Biologists theorize that this behavior developed in order to ensure genetic diversity among the creatures. Their unique flight patterns occur via biological processes. The Xiphopod converts surrounding air into hydrogen and helium mix and circulates it within a large hollow cavity. This allows it to float. It then propels itself through the air by expelling the gas from its body, which is incredibly light compared to its size. The most heavyweight adult Xiphopod ever found weighed 300 grams. So they're quite small.
Yes.
And they are not they are carnivorous, but they are scavengers. They eat dead things. Yay. So good news for us.
What do you mean? they're not
There
animals?
are animals, Merc. They're not fully implemented right now. I'd say at the moment the animals they have put in are either big set pieces that you have to go and complete a mission on, or they're just things that are in the world that don't really have much interaction. But there is a goal for CIG kind of making them a little bit more involved in the gameplay. If you haven't done any of those missions yet, Merc, there are 2 missions in particular. Both are sandbox missions where you have to fight an apex predator. One is the giant sandworm, and one is the Ormandi. I actually have a video prepared for our next section in just a moment where we'll look at the worm. So if you stick around, I'll bring that up. But both of those are in the game. They're actually really good boss fights. The Ormandi is probably the more successful of the 2 because it's a little bit more intimate, takes less preparation, and is a bit more kind of moment-to-moment fun. Would you agree, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's
The-
a dragon, bro.
I just just go back to the thing. I just had a kind of idea. See, because they're scavengers, so they should be like not touching players whatsoever. Because why?
Mhm.
And then if you drop to like 25% on health, that's when they attack you.
Maybe. Yeah.
It would be something different, right?
That'd be cool.
So
Like-
they're usually like ignoring you, but then if you're low on health, they like
passive aggressive.
Yeah, they're seeing
Yeah,
their
okay.
opportunity to try to kill you.
Yeah.
Passive-aggressive animals. I didn't know if that would mean they were just like, oh, look who's here. You know, they wouldn't attack you. They'd just be sassy with you. Yeah, but the worm and the Ormandi are in game right now, Merc. Definitely missions that I would recommend doing, preferably with a group. The Valakar is a little bit more complex, so watch an online
Takes longer.
tutorial for that one. Yeah, you need to.
Yeah.
And the video that I'm showing later is not the one that's in the game right now. The one that in the game right now plays differently. So watch a YouTube video about that. I think you'll really like that. Right, so these are kind of like the announced official on the website animals. The Ormandy wasn't on there, and that's because it initially was designed as a variant of the Valacar, and it became its own creature. Just to give you a quick look at the Valacar. Not the Valacar, the Ormandy. Go on Google.
I think Ormandy was the last thing they added as well.
Yeah.
This is
So,
the newest.
This is the Ormandy Merc. I need to open a new tab. There we go. So this is the Ormandy as it appears in game. Some people have some gripes with this animal, which to a point I agree with, and that is that it's a little bit too far into fantasy sci-fi because it shoots like red hot plasma out of its mouth.
Well, I think the electric eel or something. I think that's what was the kind of inspiration on
and
this one.
I agree with you there. Feasibly, there are animals that can produce light, electricity, and that's fine. Bioluminescence. But this is actually plasma. This is like red hot lightning. That's different than an electric eel. Electric eel produces voltage that can hurt and kill animals, but it doesn't shoot lightning out its mouth. The amount of energy that you need proportionally.
Give it a couple million years.
The amount of energy that you need proportionally to produce plasma is quite a lot. So I agree to the point that maybe you shouldn't shoot lightning out its mouth, or at least not as often as it does, because where the hell is it storing all that energy? Like it just ate a bad burrito for lunch and it's just heartburn.
Or maybe it's just plugged into grid. You don't know that.
But it is a really cool boss fight. It's a very cool design. It's simple, which is at the moment is CIG's strong point is simple opponents. I don't know what your thoughts on this, Maddie, are, but there are two minds about the Ormandy, but the actual fight itself is really, really cool.
The reason I like it, maybe not from the perspective of how real that would be, but it's shooting the lightning and plasma. It adds a lot to just combat in the game.
Yeah.
Yes. If that wouldn't be there, it would be maybe even boring.
I think from a gaming point of view, the lightning is fine, but
yeah,
I think the reason people have a problem with it is because CIG is trying to go for a sim realism, and so it was kind of like almost a right turn, an unexpected moment. So I can understand people's concerns.
I can understand their concerns, but I didn't see no problem with it. I think it gave a great touch. I thought that was like a really uniqueness, especially the whole power blast through its mouth. I think that's what everyone was a little bit bent up about, it having like this Kamehameha blast through its mouth, and they're like, what the hell? It's shooting magic.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was wearing an orange gi, you know?
It was so funny. It's over 9,000! It just shouts as well.
That's what it felt like the first time you experienced it. Tell me no.
Yeah.
They shout that beam towards you. You're like, what the hell? No, man. But I thought it was great. I think that's the best for boss battles compared to the Valacar. I think that one is very great.
Yeah.
I think they thought of the minute-to-minute gameplay a lot when they were thinking of like, how can we make this super engaging fight with this like snake type of creatures? Because those are really hard to like, unless you got them like moving all around the room, then they become hard to fight. But like when they're stationary like that, I thought that was a very unique way to make it kind of like difficult to attack, adding that ability like that shock ability that they had. And then like the thrust and breaking the environment around you that you used to cover.
Yes.
I thought it was really good the way that they designed that whole arena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Curious to see how the Ormandy is out in the open, if they want to put it out there like in oceans and in waters. I think
swamp
that would be
areas
so cool.
would be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the Ormandy, like the Valakar, is another victim of static or anchored animals because it has the same issue where it's basically just an animal that's stuck to one spot, comes up, kind of flops around a little bit, goes back down, and moves, does the same thing. Whereas what we'd really want to see is it slithering between the pools and things like that. Clearly very hard to do, very hard to pull off, but it would be great if we could see that in the game.
It would be cool if it, like, I know this is not gonna be easy, but like if it find it like somewhere out in wild, and it like slithers around you, so you kind of stuck, you've got no way out, and then beams down from top.
and just murders you. Yeah,
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
It just traps you. It's a way to trap you. Like if you ran away from your squad, like it'll go straight for you and just do that little twirl, like you said, and just eliminate you. You're
And
like, holy crap!
What about in jungle environments or swamp environments, carnivorous plants that hang down from trees? That'd be cool. Like just to play off that. Yeah, that'd be really cool. Because then you have to kind of know your environment a bit. So just to move on. If you look here, this is kind of the concept board they showed at CitizenCon 2024 of all the animals planned to come into the game. What I'm going to do is highlight the ones that are in the game, just so we can get an idea of numbers. So we have the Valakar here. Okay, the Valakar, we have... where is the Copian? Somewhere in here.
It's hiding.
I think this is a quasi-grazer. I think that one there.
This is the Marek, or something like a Marek. Where did you say the quasi was?
On top here.
Those are different variants of them, but yeah.
That's not a quasi, but
looks like it.
Similar enough. Yeah.
Oh, wait,
quasi,
there we go.
The quasi is on here somewhere.
Here. Is that not the one? Looks like eggs in here. Right, on the right side. Bottom.
Close enough. Yeah. It's probably like an initial concept of it.
Yeah.
So that we've got that. The Ormandy is definitely on here somewhere. There it is.
There's there.
And then there's the Copion, which is also on here. I just can't see it because I'm blind. So
today too.
Just as kind of to give us an idea of how many animals are currently in compared to how many are planned, there's a large selection. As I said, and as Maddie will chuckle at, there are some that we won't see for years if they keep the lore the same, because they are on planets that we're not going to have for a long time. But the vast amounts of animals that I see on here are either quadrupedal or bipedal. You're not seeing too many animals with more than 4 legs, or too many avian animals. There are ones with winglets for gliding. There are some birds on here, but actually, this one up here looks interesting.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a vulture.
Yeah, it looks like it could be on the larger side, maybe something that could threaten us. You also have an ostrich type bird here that looks like it could hurt you. But for the most part, they're quadrupedal and bipedal animals.
This looks like one of the most scary things to come at you at night.
Oh, yes. Yeah. That's my uncle. But yeah, so there's some quite interesting ones in it. I know that the one that Villain wants to see in the game is this one up here. Can't remember what it's called, but Villain should know.
Which one?
I've circled it.
It's a pyro crab something.
Pyro crab something. That's the name now.
Pyro
crab something.
I don't remember top of my head.
Yeah, it's all good.
But yes, that one would be cool. That one's supposed to like shoot electricity or something when they like snap with the, I don't know, with whips or whatever that's got on it.
Wacha! Like that. Do they make that sound?
Yeah.
Wacha!
Yeah. That's exactly how it goes.
Yeah. So here you can see a variety of animals where you could get materials from them. They could be something that you just take as a whole as meat. You could be out doing a normal mission, and feasibly you could have a predator attack you while you're doing a mission. That'd be a really cool thing to happen.
Yes, I can't wait for that when you go like mining in a cave or something. You've got like burial stalker in there or something like that.
Yeah. Now, originally, I was going to do this section underneath first. However, as Merc mentioned that he hadn't done any of the animals yet, I'm going to do the gameplay loop section. We're going to play the Valakar video from 2023. Okay. I don't know if you're still here, Merc, but this video is a conceptual demonstration of what the Valakar is eventually intended to be. You're supposed to be able to encounter it, lure it out, and get materials from it as part of an open gameplay loop, basically. Okay, you guys ready?
Yep.
Yes.
Something that I do want to point out, just as part of this viewing, something we'll talk about in a moment as well, is the prep that this takes, which is something I think needs to be a part of that gameplay loop to make it feel like it has weight and meaning, you know?
Yeah.
This part's actual gameplay, which is nice. Yeah, that ability to kind of move along to different areas during a fight is going to be something that makes it so much more interesting. The one that's currently in the game can do that, but it's not great the way that it does it. And it doesn't do it very often.
The other thing is that the rock shock shooting ships, so you can take them out. That's cool as well.
You would never fight this thing on foot.
Why not?
Not out in the open like this. Just asking for death.
I would just take a knife and do it, like with just a knife.
You probably just use the mountains to your advantage. Have a car driving around luring it out.
But knowing our player...
Fall down.
Yeah, so if you were on foot, you wouldn't just have to think about that. That's kind of how it is now on the current one.
Yeah, but you would see them moving.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, assuming you're doing the campaign.
You got land, man. You got land. There's a quasi-grazer. We saved him. Yeah. Pretty sure the worm wasn't interested in them, but hey-ho.
Too juicy and too slow moving, man. That's kind of similar to what we've got now.
Yeah. Which was nice to see. Seeing this in the Citizen Con and then experiencing the ability to take stuff from the body was nice.
I just prefer those sparrows. Those look better than the...
These guys do not give me a break.
Wrong. Sorry.
What's
Sorry.
happening?
We'll leave you alone. I mean, damn. Yeah. So I'd say from that demonstration, we got maybe 40% of it in the game, of that experience. You know, at the moment, it's a static mission where you lure it out in a specific place. It can move around, but it doesn't really at the moment.
Yeah, I think they turned it off because it was moving and I think it was hitting, going through the buildings and stuff.
Yeah.
So I think they need to fix that.
But the experience of calling out, although the process is pretty drawn out and lengthy, when you've done it with some friends, it is an experience, at least for the first time, that is amazing to see. Very cinematic, and I mean very. Like,
Yep.
there is an atmosphere there that you don't really get anywhere else in the game. You feel like something dark is coming when you arrive at that facility. I don't know if you guys would agree or disagree with that statement. But in comparison to a lot of the other places in the game, you don't get that cinematic feeling at the same level as you do at those facilities when you're fighting the worm.
Yeah, I agree, 100%.
Yeah. So, cinematic, atmospheric, impactful experience. Valakar wins. High, intimate boss battle. Your Mandy wins, I would say.
Yeah.
So, because your Mandy feels like a quick in and out thing that you can do.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Right, so this is kind of what this video kind of led me into. So the gameplay opportunities around animals, kind of what I expect to see. There's a weapon here that Villain's been waiting for years.
Crossbow, yeah, I would love that.
He wants the crossbow. And I also think there's room for tasers, or, you know, like you obviously got tasers you use for bounty huntings, but tranks or tasers you can use specifically for hunting.
Tranquilizer guns would be nice.
Yeah.
I was thinking the same. The bolts on the crossbow, you can have different version of it, and you can have maybe like a sedative or something you can shoot and
Yes. Yeah.
to do it that way.
So this is some of the. Sorry, go ahead, Maddie.
I was just going to say with the tranquilizer thing. I mean, I know for CIG it's hard to do simple, but they could just simply, you know, when you knock someone out and they go.
They need to concoct the drug out of elements they create and render in game, and then they need to put it in a physical injector on the end of a physical arrow. And when they put it in, it needs to go into a physical circulation in the animal. You don't understand, Maddie. This is something the CIG need to do.
I know they need to do rocket science and like bioengineering for some reason. Yeah, if they could, when we knock each other out, they could just extend that timer of how long you're knocked out for with a tranquilizer, and then in that moment that you can pick up an animal and now transport it into like a cage or something, and that's like, oh, help save these endangered species from this area or whatever.
But it might bite your head off. Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. And that would come under conservation. Like, I think there should be a conservation game loop where there's like a body within the verse that has these types of missions. Or like sandbox things that you can do. Maybe you're a member of this conservation act and you can do these independently. But that's animal capture and release. Maybe there's a farm nearby and a boreal stalker has been like attacking the cattle. And so you've got to capture and release because you don't want to harm it. Maybe it's endangered or a protected species.
The other thing would be could tie into current gameplay when the next gonna be terraform will maybe not have any fauna in there, so you kind of need to capture it from different thing and just transport it to and release it in Nix, or just deliver it to like Nix.
Yeah, because feasibly it wouldn't really have any animals on there right now. That's a really good point. You know, some idiot's going to take a your Mandy over there. We're like, job well done.
I'm in. I'm done. I'm already on it.
It's villain.
So the animal capture and release, tranquilization, tracking. Now, how in depth they create tracking? No idea how they're going to do it. But that would be a really cool thing to have. Maybe you need a specific type of armor that tracks pheromones or footprints or whatever.
I think easier would be maybe to have a different bolt on a crossbow and you shoot it with a tracking thing and then you can follow it.
Yeah, but I meant tracking to hunt it down. Maybe you don't know where it is. Tracking it to find it.
Okay.
Yeah, but
just fly with a ship, ping, done.
Oh, they need to get rid of that. I hate that so much. I hate it so much. I don't know why they've done that. Like, hey, explore. Just fly from your ship and ping. We'll tell you where all the animals are. They need to get rid of it.
Yeah.
But I meant tracking an animal down. But I do agree that if you were trying to track an animal long term, hitting it with a tracking dart or a tracking arrow would be good. Observation, so maybe a farmer's being attacked, but you don't know what animal's doing it. You need to observe the farm, observe the herd, and wait for it to attack to stop it from being able to harm the herd. Transportation, which really would include all of these areas to do transport, wouldn't it? You know, being able to... Go ahead, sorry.
I would love transportation, so they need to bring cages out, but they cannot give us cages because we're going to be putting each other in them. Like the first thing is going to someone.
I do not agree with these statements that they can't give us this because we'll do this. Of course, there are going to be players that put other players in cages, but who cares? The whole point in Star Citizen is you can do what you want. If you have friends that are putting you in cages and you've told them to stop and they're still doing it, get new friends. You know. And if they're not your friends and you need a way to keep them contained, put them in the cage. Of course, that should be something you can do. I wholeheartedly disagree with that statement, Villain, and I will come for you on that. Because not putting something in the game because
put you in the cage straight away.
Yeah, but not putting something in the game because someone could do something stupid. You'd never put anything in the game. We can't give people guns because they're going to shoot their friends. Yes, exactly. They will, but that's their own fault for having friends that would shoot them. Get new friends. So I disagree with that statement, Villain. I'm very passionate about it.
See, guys, what I have to deal with on a regular basis.
No, I think that the idea of not putting something in the game because someone might do something stupid is just stupid.
No, just figure it out maybe different way.
No, they don't need to figure it out a different way. Just get better friends. No, because not putting cages in because someone might put someone in a cage. What are you going to do? Make an anti-person cage? You put someone in a cage and it throws them out.
No, I was just thinking now it would be you're always going to need to be unlockable by any person, basically.
No. It needs to be feasible to entrap someone in a cage. If you're poaching an animal and you get attacked by another player group, like, you need a way to contain those players because you don't want to get a crime stat. They might need to put them in a cage. What if you're not on your ship when you're hunting an animal? Yeah, I think I don't believe in that concept, especially not for Star Citizen. With other games, maybe, but Star Citizen, a cage is just a cage. Okay, if you lock a cage, the cage is locked.
Yes.
So I don't know. I'm very against what you just said. No, I will fight you.
I believe it.
I'll hunt you down and put you in a cage.
Yeah, no, this is the problem.
If you're allergic to
you're
PvP,
the problem.
then don't engage in PvP. And if your friends are doing it to you, get new friends. That's the solution to that, I think. If you don't like being knocked out during streams, then you're gonna have to bite the bullet, villain. I'm sorry.
You are always the person who knocks me out.
Usually to achieve something. I didn't just knock you out for no reason anymore. So legal hunting and poaching. So obviously you got the legal version, which is like maybe there's areas on a planet where you can go hunting, or maybe there's a local predator that's been a nuisance that you've been hired to hunt down. And then you got poaching, which is you just walk up to someone's farm and shoot their for meat or whatever.
Yeah.
So you can consider things like
that's maybe a little bit later on. Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. This is just anything that we could get in the future. So this might be a while from now. But these missions could depend on weapon choice and which body parts you target when you're hunting, like versus damaging materials versus the reward and the material quality. So if you're hunting something with tusks and you're shooting it in the face, you risk damaging the material and lowering the quality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the...
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go.
I was just going to say, I feel like a lot of the animal hunting is going to be used, of course, for crafting, but more for the chemical and the food side. But like, I feel like a lot of it will be used for like creating medicines and things like that, those type of things. Like the actual pens that we use in game, maybe like a lot of animals will be incorporated besides like other things.
Hey, Flying Energies, how's it going?
So, man.
We're talking about animals today. Sorry, Maddie, go ahead. But welcome to the stream. Nice to see you again. We appreciate you coming back each time. It's nice to see you still coming in. Go ahead, Maddie.
No, that was pretty much it.
Oh, okay.
I was just thinking, like when it comes to like hunting and you want a higher quality thing, you should be using like a crossbow dedicated, maybe like bolts for the hunting to like reduce the potential or damaging the resources. But you still can hunt with just rifles and stuff. You're just taking a huge risk. Everything's gonna go poorly.
Yeah, I was actually going to get onto this in a minute, actually. But yeah, no, I agree with you. Sorry, I have some heartburn. There's also observation. You could do observation of poaching activities, maybe you protecting an animal species, scanning landscapes, so you can inform local farmers and settlements where they can place their herds safely, clearing predators threatening cattle through observation, waiting, and attacking as they approach the herd. Now, this is kind of coming into what you were just saying, Villain. So we'll move on to this. We're talking about the gameplay loops related to the animals in the game Flying Energy. So if you have any opinions on kind of what you'd like to see from a monster hunting point of view, or I don't know if you do much animal hunting in Star Citizen or play Monster Hunter, for example, but that's the kind of thing we're exploring. I was actually going to comment on the video that we watched before, Villain, on how Star Citizen has a tools issue.
Yep.
So
what's that?
When they were fighting the Valakar, it's all vehicles. Like, to attract the Valakar, you need to drive around in a car or a thing like that. But what I would like to see is an expansion on the available tools in the game, so that when hunting and poaching comes into the game, you're going to see things like the thumper in Dune. So if you're tracking and hunting an animal that is sensitive to vibrations like the Valakar and other animals, doesn't have to just be the Valakar, you have a tool that you can use, that you would take advantage of. You'd place it out on the dunes or on the mountain range, and you would step back and lure out the animal.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's not only when it comes to hunting. I think the whole game needs way more tools.
Yeah.
For like even
Door
just like
charges
grenades,
for
there's-
doors and grenades. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just
I think at the
First
moment,
types
And
grenades.
traps and things like that.
yeah, we're stuck in this place right now in the game where to achieve something, we're using tools that are ill suited to tasks. And that's not to say that CIG needs to create a tool for absolutely every situation, because let's face it, that's impossible.
Yeah.
But breaching is something that every player will do, right?
Hmm.
I think that's something that we can all agree on.
Yep.
100%.
100%.
So we need charges that we can put on doors. We need oxy cutters that actually work on the seams of doors that will open them. We need hacking so we can do it in a more elegant way. And in the same kind of strain of thought, within hunting, we need hunting tools. Noisemakers like in Arc Raiders, where you throw them and it attracts the Arc robots. Thumpers to attract vibration sensitive. And we talked about this with mining and salvage, and the difference between mining and salvage is that there's no skill knowledge involved in salvage right now, or very little skill knowledge, right?
Yeah.
So this adds
I
depth
agree.
of skill knowledge. The Boreal Stalker doesn't care about vibration, but maybe it cares about sound. So when you're preparing for your Boreal Stalker fight, you know to take some noisemakers. You do not take a thumper, because it'll just be like, huh. You know that when you're hunting a Boreal Stalker, this gun is not going to do anything. So you don't take a taser, because it's got a really thick hide. You take a crossbow. You don't take a live ammo weapon, because maybe that'll damage the hide too much. So there's this prep.
Yeah.
And like you said, Villain, this is actually something I was going to touch on as well. Maybe you have several different types of arrows. You have a broadhead arrow for killing. Maybe you have a trank arrow. Maybe you have a roped arrow. This is a bit beyond Star Citizen's means right now. The roped arrow is not happening. But just as an example, an assortment of arrows that you can match to the type of animal you're hunting.
You're talking about we getting that one first.
Right, so here's some points that I've got here. So I've got Apex hunts. Through experience, shared community knowledge, or collected information, locate likely areas to find Apex creatures. I'm not saying we don't have missions for them, but I think higher reward value should be on dynamic and organic interaction with the world. If you go hunting for a Boreal Stalker and you find one out in the wild, not connected to a mission, the chance of a high quality resource from that Boreal Stalker should be higher. You know, because it takes more work, right?
Yeah, for enough. Makes sense.
Tools like beacons, thumpers, noisemakers, live bait to draw out apex creatures based on specific behaviors. Prep time for fights to increase efficiency and reduce time. Ill preparedness will result in long, drawn-out fights, possibly damage to rewards affecting quality. Dynamic clashes between apex creatures if encounters near another situation, in situations where habitats may overlap. So maybe in the swamp areas of Nyx 1, you've got the Ormandi and another apex creature, maybe an avian apex creature that's flying overhead, and maybe it might attack each other. That kind of thing.
Yeah, like in Monster Hunter, the Turf Wars or something.
Yeah. Now, when we're discussing all this, I just want to say that I'm not expecting CIG to make a whole other game inside a game. I'm not expecting Monster Hunter level brawls with all this like big music going on in the background, but it should be good.
Yeah, see, yeah,
Better
but when it comes into the stuff like the thumpers and the noisemakers and stuff like that, they shouldn't be just for hunting. So you should be able to use them maybe even in PvP. Maybe you throw a noisemaker someone in the corner, stuff like that. So they would have a multi purpose as well.
Yeah, but I think by the nature of Star Citizen, that would happen anyway. But my point is, like, have tools that you can use specifically for hunting. But yeah, you can use a noisemaker wherever you want. You know, it's called a radio. But yeah, and maybe that's it. Maybe there isn't a noisemaker grenade, but maybe you can find radios out in the world that you can just leave out and turn them on, and it'll play music and it'll attract something. Just because it's making noise. Doesn't even have to be a specific tool, but something you can find in the verse and you'd be like, oh, I can use that for this because I know this creature is attracted to sound. Or maybe one creature is attracted to heat, so you light a fire. Which they've already stated won't be possible for at least for now. But here we go. Let's move on to the related stuff here. So, this is a Boreal Stalker hunt that I've kind of put together. So maybe you've located a cave that's likely to have an apex creature, and as we all know, Maddie is tasty.
Hey.
So he's the bait.
No.
Yeah, here he is, over here.
Cross that out. We're gonna put villain.
No. You don't get to do this. I'm sorry.
Villain.
No, that's Maddie. I'm sorry. Villain's not tasty. Sorry, villain.
Oh.
Okay.
True.
So maybe the cave is in the side of a mountain, and we know that Boreal Stalker is is extremely predatory, and it will attack on sight. So Maddie shoots into the cave and attracts it. It comes out to try and eat the tasty steak. That's what this arrow is. This is you running for your life, Maddie. And maybe myself and Villain have a loadout each. Villain has a live ammo weapon as backup in case things go wrong. He has noisemakers, a taser, light armor.
Shoot Maddie in the leg if he runs away too fast. Yeah, I gotcha.
Light armor and winter clothes for the sake of speed and running, because obviously you can't
How come
really
I don't have anything? I see your
You're
gear
running.
and his gear. What?
You're running, man.
You have one thing that we don't, Maddie. A good scent.
Long legs. Okay.
No, not long legs. just a good scent. Anyway, as I was saying, so light armor and winter clothes so that you can run. You'll have a similar loadout, Maddie. Don't worry. I just didn't put anything on the thing. Maybe Mormon has a crossbow with barbed arrows and trank arrows, noisemakers, a taser, light armor, winter clothes. So we lure Maddie out and we surround it because we know it's easily distracted by noise. We throw some noisemakers out, keep it confused, and maybe we want its claws, so we focus on the neck to kind of kill it with arrows and whatever. You got two scenarios that you could have. Live capture for scanning study. Maybe this upgrades the information in your Galactopedia for future hunts. Scenario 2, rare materials, specialized hunting gear from the hide, black market items, rare equipment in the cave from previous hunters. That it's dragged them in to eat them and it's left in the cave. And you've had to draw it out to kill it to get into the cave to take those materials. So you could get things like claws, horns, teeth, hide, bones. In which case you could craft things. Now this is kind of where I think you could take advantage of these things, because like Maddie said, you could have medicinal things that you use to craft them with. But you could have items that feed into its own gameplay loops. So for example, bone arrows and bone spears. Now, initially you'd be like, why would you were in 29, 50, whatever. Why would you have bone arrows and bone spears?
Because it's badass.
Well, that, and if you're trying to get high quality materials and you're using metal arrows and metal spears, there's a chance you're going to hit bone. And if you're after the bone for anything other than medicinal purposes, you could damage that bone, right? So maybe the advantage of bone-tipped weapons for hunting is that minimal damage to materials, lightweight, so you don't reduce your speed, and it could benefit against the same type of animal. Maybe an arrow tip made from the claw of a boreal stalker gets through the hide better and does more damage. So like the gameplay feeds into itself based on the materials you can claim from it. Not just other things, but so you can improve your approach the next time you do the hunt. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then in terms of armor, you could have little metal plates. So I did this very quickly before the stream. It was very rough, sorry. You could have hide for winter conditions so that the gameplay loop for that specific animal takes care of itself. I thought a lot of that about this today.
It
see.
feels very, very Monster Hunty.
Well,
which
no,
I
because
can see
you
which
would
is-
craft you would craft materials for armor. You would craft armors out of materials. I'm just saying maybe they have armors that you can craft specifically for hunting that are more like
Yeah.
normal clothing with armor plates rather
Yeah.
than full armor suits.
Well, they do plan to do clothing, so maybe you are onto something like that where you can take this stuff, and they have shown like armor with bones on them, so like
Mhm.
maybe it could be something in that sense, like where taking this can incorporate into like clothing and armor
Yeah.
and weapons as well when they bring in more actual melee weapons. Because who knows, like the Valakar use spear-like things, so like you could always have that too as well.
Yeah.
Hey, I would play in the future with a damn bone spear. What?
I'm not
Like, come here,
saying
villain.
I'm not saying necessarily villain that would look, the armor would look like this. They could implement the stuff into existing armor because they, like Maddie said, they have bone on armor already, right?
Yeah.
This kind of stuff, I don't think would be too hard to do.
Yep.
You would just change out the tip on the arrow and give it different stats.
If you're just getting like cosmetic thing, yeah, I can see it just to be a little bit different, or just to show off that you managed to like hand 20 boil stalkers or something like that, as a kind of achievement thing. Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. Because the stats side of things is just an adjustment virtually, really. You don't really need to worry about it. It's just how it looks that's going to change.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying all this is coming to the game. A lot of this is just theory crafting.
Yeah.
But you can see there's a clear direction they could take. They have already said they want monster hunting in the game. It's just, to what extent will that be in the game? How will that appear? Will it be as engaging as we want it to be? Or will it be another one of these things where you just kind of like, meh, I'll put some Netflix on. You know?
Yeah.
Do you guys have any other
we'll
kind
see.
of approaches that you take?
No, I like that. Like maybe for every kind of monster, like the bigger one, kind of you can get an armor. Maybe not total different one, but like modified existing ones with something like we've got already.
Yeah.
And as a collectible, basically, it's kind of would be a kind of collectible thing.
It's like wearing your trophy on your character's
yeah.
armor. Yeah,
Yeah.
I hope they do incorporate something like that. That would be a really cool idea.
Just stuff and mount your Boreal Stalker. Oh, that's Tony.
That would be the other. The other thing would be you could after instead of making armor, you could have after you like get couple hunts and stuff, you can actually have a like stuffed one of them maybe in your base or something as well as a.
I could see
Just
Mormon
shiny.
now in his quarters having Tony just all up there.
We miss him, but we had to do it. Yeah, so one thing that I thought might be a bit of fun.
Theory crafting.
Theory crafting kind of other animals you might want to see, because if you look at the animals they already have in the game, the animals that we've seen and discussed, you can see where they've drawn their inspiration. Boreal Stalker is just a bear on steroids, really. A Copion is a dog that's having a bad day.
They talk about a flying spider.
Flying spiders are just spiders that learn how to fly. So this is something I was gonna focus on, actually. Right here. Animal health.
Oh yeah, okay.
So maybe you're trying to hunt Copion, and you've got a pack of Copion. Maybe before you hunt them, you look at them and see if there's any problems with them. Because there are animals in real life that have traits that are self-inflicting in terms of injury. Like there are mountain goats where their horns grow back into their skulls, boars where the teeth grow out through their top jawbone and into their forehead. And it's normal. This isn't like 1 in 100 animals. This is like a normal trait of that animal. So maybe there's a prime age and a prime type of that animal that is best to hunt out of all the other ones you see. That'd be a nice consideration to have, you know?
Yeah.
See, what I would kind of want to see, like sooner than later, something simpler, like actual maybe just normal snake, like I don't know, rattlesnake or something like that. So when you're walking in, you just step on it and you take damage and gives you poison.
We
So
talking
then
about
you need to.
got turtles. What more do you need? Yeah, no, I get you. I'm just messing with you.
But it gives you status that you know, you're actually kind of losing health, so you need to have antidote with you, right? Or it's not gonna end well for you. And then if you've got that, you can just to finish. And when you've got that, when the plants come in, you might walk in on the plant. It's got like poison pollen, and just use the same feature basically, right?
Yeah.
And just to make it a little bit more, if you're running around and not looking on Hatter or something like that, and you're getting shot and then you step on the snake, so not enough you're being shot into cover, now you poison as well on top of it, you know, just to make it add layers to gameplay.
Yeah, like it starts to interact with other gameplay loops as well, having those kinds of things, where it's more of an environmental consideration, like, are there poison snakes here? That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if you've got a poison, maybe you're looting something, and you've got poison trap in them. You know, a little bit gamifying a little bit, or just like trigger and poison, maybe a bolt or something.
But what if people throw the snake at people, Villain? We can't put that in.
Yeah, tractor beam it. Just running with tractor beam and snake on it, and just.
Yeah, we can't add the snake because people might throw them at each other. Sorry, throwing hands.
Yeah, so that's why I was thinking, and that would be fairly, I would think, even easy if they basically make it those snakes like a semi kind of trap instead of just actual, you know, living snake kind of thing.
I can see that. Right, so this is just a part of the stream where if anyone's watching and wants to comment, please do, because it'd be really cool to get everyone else's input. Just to kind of see what kind of animals that haven't been included that we'd like to see, and what kind of environment you'd like to see them in, right? So I've got my phone connected, so this is like live. I am not a professional artist, just as a full disclosure before we do this. But no, I thought it'd be a nice, interesting thing, because I think they will create more animals in the future. And there are types of animals that I would like to see. So I don't know. But if anyone in the chat has any suggestions, please do type them out and we'll have a look into that as well. But I just thought it'd be fun to kind of theory craft an animal or a couple of animals that I might want to see. So you two go ahead. Kind of what on this list, this collection here is missing that you'd like to kind of see? Let's say, Villain, you're out in the desert. You've left your ship. You're hunting a bounty.
Yeah.
You have to go through a forest and you encounter something. What would you want?
I would actually prefer like crocodiles or something along that line.
They have that already.
In the game? Crocodiles?
Well, they have that idea.
Oh, idea, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I missed that.
They showed it in I forget what trailer they showed it in. But
I just showed it on the stream. There was a small video where they showed a sketchbook and there was a crocodile type thing. But yeah, no.
Something
so
along that line. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair enough. I'd like to see some. Villain spotted my my dog chameleon before the stream. That was a little thing. But I kind of want to see, because they clearly blend creatures together when they're creating them, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. That's how all art is. There's a famous quote where they're saying, "There's no new thing under the sun." But like, I want animals that kind of impose a certain feeling when I see them. So like, maybe kind of they're top heavy and their pelvis is quite a lot smaller, and you see kind of this kind of shape where their neck kind of hunches over, the head's down here, maybe like this kind of. This is looking very werewolfy, but You know, kind of that when you see them, there's a specific mood that they impose. But I want there to be kind of animals that maybe look a little bit top heavy. They're kind of very muscular, very aggressive in their appearances.
Gorillas or something like that you talk about.
Yeah. Because they did have apes mentioned as a type of animal that they could have. But like,
yeah, but I think it's really hard to make. I think like quadrupedal things are the easiest for now. I think for them.
You think about these things a lot in terms of ease, don't you?
Yes, I've been listening to them for long enough, so they try and usually make the easiest stuff first.
Yeah, that's fair enough. But like you could have maybe more imposing lizard type things as well.
I was thinking that the cat
kind of sorry. Maybe almost have a kind of a cat-like figure like that. That'd be really cool. You know what I mean? So like, it's not just blending two creatures together, but kind of reforming one type of creature and lending itself to another type of creature as well.
I was thinking they can use a little bit more, maybe like dinosaur inspiration kind of thing. A little bit more like lizard ways.
Yeah. Well, this is kind of where I'm going with this one, actually. So I've got a bit of a base there now. So yeah, make it a bit more dinosaur-like. I definitely agree with that. So maybe kind of it has. Let's make the size a bit bigger. Oh, too big. Maybe like Jeez, I can't get the size right.
I'm gonna try to make it in 3D while you do this.
Yeah, so kind of like a dinosaur, like you said. I can't get the size of the pen right. It's really irritating me. There we go. So I mean, it's got kind of like a crocodile snout here. And quite a defined jaw back here with kind of frills that come off its back. And kind of bulks out into kind of this bulky, saber-toothy type thing with spines that go down its back. With, you know, kind of cat-like narrow features for its front legs. And you got the kind of the hindquarters like this with kind of big dinosaurish claws on it. And then, you know what I mean? Kind of taking features from known animals like they have done already, but kind of mixing them together in a more dynamic way.
Yeah. Yes, Jenks, Mormon's in trouble, and he's being sent to draw stuff.
We're trying to just theory craft a little bit around the kind of animals you'd like to see in the game. So this is kind of like a dinosaur, catty, crocodile-y mix I've just been making up as I'm going. Is that the kind of thing you were discussing? Kind of more dinosaur-like reptile stuff, Dylan?
Yes. So I would like that, but like I kind of want a lot of different variants. I want like some like creatures to be maybe stealthy. You don't see them until it's like too late. You know, maybe like I was saying, crocodiles just kind of looks like a log, maybe on the on a shore or something like that. Yeah. Or something like crazy, you can see it from far away because it's luminescent in night and changes maybe forest into like, and you can see it from far away, right? That kind of thing.
Okay, yeah, that'd be cool.
Just to, yeah, and maybe because it's, you know, like you mentioned, it's it's shining and during the night, so you can only kind of spot it during the night. But then you need to walk through, and like I mentioned, maybe there's like about poison plants or maybe carnivorous plants next to it because that's what they feed on. So you kind of the only way to do it is during the night, which you cannot see, and make it more dangerous kind of thing.
Yeah, you could have something like this where maybe the first 40% of its body is like a cavernous, toothy mouth, and then it has legs at the back, and it buries itself in the dirt. If you get too close, it kind of snaps up. You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So kind of like a hidden animal. So almost like old giant insects from prehistoric times. Those kind of things. And like I say, crocodiles that hide in the water.
The other thing I was thinking, like,
what do you make it now? A worm?
So it's more like a giant centipede, really, but like with teeth that kind of run down the front up to about here.
You draw too fast.
Sorry.
I'm speed running it in 3D. All right, next animal.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't gonna linger on them. Sorry,
so,
Karen.
yeah. So I was just talking about like from gameplay, the same like we were talking about the let's say the crab thing from Pyro, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like when you see that kind of thing, because it's got a shell, so you need to have a like high caliber weapons to actually do any damage to it, right? So you like 50 cal or like the heavy sniper rifles to actually do any kind of damage, because the rest will just bounce off.
Kind of.
You know, I want stuff like that, different, like.
Yeah, so you could have almost like a rhino type creature. Maybe it's got very
and this one's quite
hard sections like this. And maybe there are specific areas on the body that you'll have to aim at to do any damage as well. Like behind this like armored section here, you need to aim here to be able to do any damage with anything other than a high-powered rifle. You know what I mean? So maybe you can approach it with a bow, like a crossbow. But like you say, villain, maybe the hide is super thick. So if you really just want to be able to come along and kill it, you need a 50 cal.
It would be cool, like this one, like let's say some kind of big rhino. It's actually would need to make it quite big. It doesn't mind to hit your ship, so goes in and damages your ship or flips it if you've got like smaller one, something along that line, just to make it harder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't even have to be like a rhino with like a flat foot like we have, but maybe it has like more like a sloth, but rhino-sized. You know, with like claws on the front legs. And more kind of like, rather than legs, they're more like arms that they walk on. And yeah, like you say, they have maybe really hard, bony heads where they can ram your ship, really cause some damage. And if you do get too close, they have those claws as well. And they're herbivores. Then they're not going to eat you or anything, but they have that ability. Like it's like a megafauna, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
That'd be cool. What about you, Maddie? Do you have any visions?
I don't know. I want a mountable. Like a horse.
That would be cool.
That would be cool.
Like something that you can ride. You know,
the crabs.
Like a futuristic one. Well, that would even be cool, bro. I'll take one of those too. Like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Grab it by the damn whip.
I don't know if we'd ever actually have mountables in the game. Again, there's
I know.
DC issues, but it would be
like
cool.
More like something like a horse, but
Okay. I can work up a horse model.
Well, I'm just thinking, what if you can just connect it to like a cart or something? So instead of riding directly on it, you've got like a cart with a horse on.
Yeah.
Like things like horses and elks and things like that. I think those like type of alienistic, more
or stags,
regular,
yeah.
Not so aggressive, but they can be like passive aggressive if you mess with them. Kind of like the quasi grazers, they'll fuck you up and shit. You know, but they're usually very chill and relaxed. Something in that sense, I feel like would be really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It'd just be really cool to see in the wild them migrating and moving around and stuff like these damn alien horses or something.
Mm.
For like a more dangerous creature, they haven't done the. I guess the Copion kind of looks like a cat, but I would like a Bengal tiger. That's like
What are
the
you talking
most
about? They got
scariest
flat
tiger in
cats.
the world.
They got flat
Something
cats.
scary.
Like I
Yeah.
would like a big fucking not too huge, but something that's like that would be like a rhino or a horse's size tiger that's like in the mountains in the snow or something, or like in the jungles that they showed, something like that like hangs out in that type of territory, protecting whatever it's protecting.
Yeah.
I just had the idea having a plant when you're landing in jungle something and you stay there with your ship for too long, it grabs your landing gear and you cannot lift off. So you need to actually like
Ooh,
get
like
a
a viney type of plant.
yeah,
that-
yeah,
Yeah.
and we just start like creeping up on your ship and trying to pin it down. So then you need to go and trying to maybe cut it out or something. That would be cool.
So, Maddie, you think it's something like this? As like
Yeah,
horse-like?
something like that. Yeah. Where like the face isn't gonna look like a horse. It'll kind of like have a tentacle or something like that. But like at the body and the shape, you would be like, oh, that's like a horse-like creature, something like that. But yeah, I think those would be very interesting to see as like more passive animals in nature as you're exploring through a planet. Another one would be like something like a fly, but that's got like a sack that sucks fucking blood from you or something.
Yeah. Well, they want to
Attaches
bring
you.
they want to bring disease into the game, so that
Kind of
definitely
like a
should
fly
be.
that's mixed with a leech. I think that would be a cool.
You're describing a mosquito.
Well, yeah, of course. But like it looks like a leech, but it can fly. How about that? There you go.
Okay. Yeah.
Got like the leech face on it.
Sorry, I just found that
Like
quite funny.
A mosquito's body with the blood sac in the back. I think
Yeah.
that would be really cool.
So it could be like you got the mouth with the teeth, and kind of like this body that kind of trails down, but it has these maybe wings that kind of wrap around itself until oh, that was meant to be a selection. This is actually kind of nightmare fuel as I draw it. So let's So if I draw it again here, so it has wings that kind of wraps around itself so it can kind of slither through swamps and whatever it needs to do. And then, like you say, Maddie, maybe it kind of has them so that it comes out and it can kind of launch itself up at you and it uses its teeth to kind of latch on. That would be creepy. Is that kind of what you had in mind? Kind of like a...
Yes, it'd be something small like that with small little wings, and then you wouldn't even notice it like in the wild. It'd be like stuck to a tree, and then like you walk by and that thing comes and just attaches to your back. Like, villain, what the hell's on your back? Bro, my health.
Wait, I'm just gonna use this 50 cal to remove it from you.
Oh God. That's just Greg. Why are you shooting him? He's my friend.
It would be cool, like I was just thinking, the pod things we were talking about earlier on that supposed to be in the game.
The scavengers.
Do they not have got like a hydrogen in them or something like that?
Hydrogen and helium, yeah.
So it would be cool if you leave your ship long enough and they start keep on coming and siphoning your hydrogen from your ship.
Oh yeah, they get attracted to your ship if you leave it there.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
You have a drawing tablet.
It's just my phone. Do you think I was doing all this with my mouse?
No, because I could see you looking down and like you look like you were using like a pen, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I just thought this would be nice, just kind of see different kinds of animals we could have in the game. I don't claim to be an artist, but I know. But these kind of things would be really cool to have in the game, like something like the blue dragon. You seen these before?
Yeah.
Super poisonous, really small. You'd barely notice it, but if they had these kinds of things in the game, again, it would be that knowledge-based exploration. Like if you're in a
That's what I
swamp
want.
and you're with a friend who's maybe not done a lot of exploration, you could be like, whoa, don't go in that water. There are these kind of parasites in the water. If you're going to do that, you need to be wearing this kind of suit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. See, if
For
they
sure.
would add the poison or the diseases or something like that, it would just open up so much more gameplay for just silly thing. Even you can have like poison grenades. You can, animals can have poison stuff like that, or
I'll do a
traps.
deep clean of my PC today.
That was a random thought, Maddie.
Sorry, man. I could hear my fan, and I never hear my PC fan, and I'm like, yeah, you need a cleaning.
Yeah, that's
I hear
fair.
one of my fans making noise, unless that's my AC. I don't know. Something threw me off. Sorry.
Another kind
about
of
you, Norman?
animal. What do you mean?
Like, what do you think we should like? What you've got
I
kind
was-
of idea wise?
I was thinking about this
Yeah.
earlier, and something that I'd like to see is something that kind of has, or it's like, kind of something that you'd see and you would just walk the other way. So maybe one that has like an ostrich kind of like leg like this. It kind of bends back a little bit.
Oh, it just looks super awkward. You're like, yeah, I'd rather not find out what it does.
Yeah, but maybe it has kind of a tail with a boned horn on the end of it,
Yeah, I'm turning around.
and it doesn't have.
Or like a scorpion kind of thing.
Well, no, like it doesn't
That'd
have
be something.
legs either. So it just has these front legs, no arms.
This big thing on the back.
Yeah. And maybe its head, it just kind of extends from its body like this. Maybe it's
That's a turtle.
not a turtle.
I'm messing with. I feel like I was just.
I saw like a
really
nice and
create
cuddly
this right
ostrich. I
now.
see.
Like maybe it has these kind of ringed eyelets here. Kind of a savage looking head that kind of works into this body, kind of lizard like, but on the verge of being a bird. And then the rest of his body just kind of descends into this unheard of monstrosity. So like you could imagine this almost peeking over the peak of a hill. You kind of weren't aware it was there. Gonna see where I'm going with this one. And then it has these big kind
Yeah.
of talon-like claws. This wouldn't be that hard to create.
That reminds me more and more of a kind of what those dinosaurs there. Not T-Rex, just the smaller one.
A velociraptor?
Oh yeah, that's the one.
It's not quite the same. They have hands. But I'm thinking maybe this would be.
So instead of hands, give them small wings, like a very small.
Maybe
wings.
like this kind of size. So that's villain. I wouldn't go near this, so that would be villain. So it's kind of this kind of size. I wouldn't want to give them wings, personally, because
I said like a very small ones, like with velociraptors got like hands. So instead of them, you've got wings that size.
yeah, maybe. I know that's not kind of how I see it. Because the movement I'd like to see from this is kind of like dragging the rest of its body along with its. Maybe these aren't so much legs as kind of like arms with the elbows, and they kind of drag themselves towards you. I can just imagine you just exploring, looking for caves. Maybe you're hunting for something completely different, and you look to your left, and you just saw this just coming straight at you. Yeah, picture it. But I don't know, something like that. Rare predators, like the boreal stalker, is obviously scary, but it's not. I wouldn't look at it and be like, ah.
How many claws does it have, villain? Mormon?
Maybe like 2 at the front and a rear one that kind of, so they kind of grab.
You know
It's
what
kind
would
of
be cool?
a
Something. Mhm.
kind of a mix between the pitch black monster and a dinosaur. Kind of, now I'm looking at it, that's kind of what it looks like to me.
I would like something along the line, maybe like a cheetah, like a cat, like very, very fast. And so you just, when you land and get out, you don't really see it, but they've got like a really like a keen sense of like eyes and perception, so they can see you from far away, and they're very fast, so you don't really realize before you're just being attacked already.
Yeah.
You know, they're like incredibly fast. That would be cool. Something along that line.
Something kind of like this shape. Maybe quite narrow like that. So very cheetah shaped like this, yeah?
Yeah. It could be like have more legs or tails or something like that. I don't know. Or
maybe
something
the
like that.
tail could have...
Could be like a bird tail kind of thing, so it allows it to turn easier.
Oh yeah, that's a cool adaptation. So you're thinking like a fanned tail?
Yeah.
Yeah, like this basically.
Yeah.
At the back.
Two-legged thing?
It's 4-legged. I've just shadowed the rear leg. There's the front leg here. This is a very, very quick drawing, Maddie.
I know I did a very, very like low poly version of that other animal. That's what I've been doing.
And head-wise, I don't know. It could be like a bird one as well. So with or like a swordfish. So that's how it does damage. Just rams you with a sword, kind of pierce it through, and you die.
So you can have
that line.
a bird with kind of a thick beak kind of thing like this. That looks so weird. Or you said kind of with some sort of protrusion.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe the head could be kind of cat-like still, but you have these kind of underteeth from the rear kind of stick out, and they kind of just
like a saber tooth, just the other way.
The other way around, yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I can see it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the cats are so ubiquitous that you'd almost expect to see cat-like creatures in other worlds. So I can definitely appreciate the kind of the expectation there, and there would be really, because predator animals, if you look at them all lined up together, most predatory animals that are specifically predatory either are avian or quadrupedal, on land. And they're usually quite slim, fast, and quick. In turn, and then when you look at herbivores that have to defend themselves, or have survival kind of methods, they're usually more muscular or more dexterous. Hey Ice, how's it going? We've been theory crafting some animals for Star Citizen after a long drawn out conversation about the fauna.
3D.
I mean, you can send me a screenshot over if you want, Maddie, and I'll put it on the screen.
I'm trying to, but my screenshot's not working. When you Control Alt print screen, where does that go to? That's what I'm trying to.
Goes to pictures, screenshots.
I am very special. Maybe
if you press Control Windows S, you can snip it and it'll go to pictures, screenshots. It'll be a bit easier. Control Windows S. Yeah. Sorry, Shift Windows S. My mistake. Sorry.
Control Alt Delete.
Window S.
You should be able to drag and flip something.
And then where does that go?
It goes to pictures, screenshots. We should have some cute animals in the game as well, because they're going to go the route of pets, and you can't really have a tiger as a pet. So, because you have herbivores that have big eyes like this, and there are genuinely monkeys that have eyes almost bigger than their face. Not saying that what I've just drawn here is cute. It's not.
Get like a panda or something. Something
Yeah.
along that line.
Or panda as a pet? That'd be nightmarish.
Why?
Yeah, Maddie's always creating inappropriate memes. Almost the entire podcast, I'm blocking things from being streamed because Maddie's just like,
What?
not safe for work. No, I'm kidding.
What is these lies?
Did you send me a picture,
Lying.
Maddie?
I'm trying to. I'm having issues with my brain right now working properly.
Yeah. Ice, are there any creatures in the game that you're looking forward to?
That little two-legged one. I'm just moving on too quick, so I can't. I couldn't.
I was
looking
never
at
going
it.
to be able to give you enough time to draw an entire animal, let's be honest. Oh, okay. That's the one that all right, okay. Oh no, that's not.
That's the two-legged one, and so I was like, how many feet did you say it had? I mean, claws.
Quick work there, Maddie. Go
Yeah.
you. Why not? I mean, there are some pretty weird animals already in the world. I mean, look at this pangolin. Isn't that really cool? To think that animal exists. Like this thing that looks like it should have fur, but has scales, and just comically large scales as well.
Something along the line might be like an octopus as well, maybe like a kraken, a big one. So you need to like watch out from 8 different directions when it attacks you, kind of thing.
Oh, so that'd be really good for a swamp planet, but maybe it hides its main body amongst the roots of the tree, like the mangroves, and it just spreads its tentacles out. And if you touch them, it knows you're there. It kind of just brings you in. That would be cool. Let me just see if I can kind of. So you've got your mangrove that has your kind of overarching roots. This is the tree, in case it's not clear. Because the way mangroves work is they stand above the water and the roots go deep, and then you got the water level here. So maybe this kind of, as Villain said, this octopus kind of creature. Maybe it has a gaping kind of mouth like this, and its tentacles kind of just reach out all over the place. And you got Tasty Maddie over here, who just kind of brushes up against its tentacles and is like, sucks him in. But that'd be really cool because it's kind of like it's a lie-in-wait kind of predator, and I'm just realizing now that I've left the chameleon dog on the screen.
I hope they bring that in.
Yeah, definitely.
There you go. You've got your best friend, man's best friend, chameleon dog.
Man's new best friend.
You wanted the pet? You wanted the pet? Done.
Got you.
But
yeah.
fair,
So Ice is on the same page as you, Villain. He wants to see more kind of cat-like creatures. So we're actually just discussing that a moment ago.
Yeah.
But having a creature which can camouflage itself, so it's really hard to spot and predatory as well. That would be cool.
Yeah.
That would.
Okay. Well, I think that brings us to the end of the podcast. We kind of covered a lot. We were a little concerned that this wasn't going to fill time, so I spent most of today making sure that we could, and I think we've achieved that. This isn't one of the more interesting topics of Star Citizen, but we've tried our best to bring it to some... Is that so you can stalk me again, Ice? We'll get to that in a moment. We hope we've brought some sort of interest into it today. But I know I've enjoyed this kind of working out how we'd like to see it in game.
Yeah, me too.
Theory crafting always fun. Yeah.
But if you see this on YouTube, on the VOD, or on Twitch after the stream, please like and subscribe and follow. We do appreciate support. We will be releasing videos going forward as well. So keep up to date with everything. And if you want to see a specific type of video, just let us know. We're happy to do that for you.
And next Zero to Hero next week, maybe?
Maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. It really depends because I'll be back
Okay.
on normal schedule next week.
Yeah.
Um,
I'll be starting my new job too, so it's like I'll see what I can do, but I should be good.
Yeah, you're welcome to come along, Ice. Yeah, if you want to join us, that's perfectly fine. It's a midweek stream. It's not on schedule, so we don't know exactly when it's happening. So if we know ahead of time, we'll let you know. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, do you guys have any final thoughts? You have my contact details. Yeah.
No, I think
Don't worry, we've got your social security number. We've got it all. Don't worry.
Yeah.
this was pretty fun.
All right then. Well, that will be it for today. Thank you everyone for joining.
We'll be back tomorrow for some gameplay.
Yes, a bit of gameplay tomorrow. We don't know what we're doing yet. It won't be the Zero to Hero tomorrow, but it might just be a bit of shenanigans with some people from the org. So that's us out. Thanks very much for coming, and
Catch you guys.
goodbye. Yeah, we'll
y'all
stick
next
around
week.
to raid someone, but that will be the end of the podcast. You don't have to stick around for this part. But yeah,
I go to the bathroom.
enjoy. All right. Can you do the raid, please, Dylan?
Okay, yeah,
'Cause
sure.
I'm tired. Still got people watching, waiting.
Yeah, good. Hold the line, people.
Oh, we got another bot in the stream chat, so I will get rid of that.
Dutch, maybe no.
Okay. How do you get rid of his message?
Wow, there's a lot of Dutch people streaming today. Interesting.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Okay, there we go. I'm gonna try it here. Off we go.
Off we go.
Did we get the thing? What's called notification?
Not yet. Oh, there it is. Yeah. I didn't get pulled through to anyone. Has it started?
Not yet. A minute. I'm just waiting for everyone to trying to like add it in.
Yeah.
As many people as we can, but okay, there we go. And off we go.
Whoop whoop. I still didn't get pulled through, but I'll. Anyway, yep, that's us gone. I'm gonna turn the stream off now. Thanks for sticking around, guys.
All right.
Goodbye.